So as a kid, I loved going down to the coast. Usually we would go to Durban, which is about a 6-hour drive. Now I believe it's shorter because of the highways they've built. But yeah, friend of mine from school, we always wanted to go live in Durban on the coast. He did. Yay! I didn't. And yeah, used to go down and visit him and some other friends down at the coast. Really cool place, Durban. It's a bit run down these days. Amanzimtoti was another place we used to go to. Margate, Mhlanga.
What? Mhlanga.
Really just beautiful places to go and sit on the beach, or bodyboard, boogie board as we used to call it.
Weird.
And yeah. And then I basically lived in Johannesburg all my life. And then I went to Canada, lived in Calgary for 20 years.
Crazy.
That's all inland. And finally, now I'm in Portugal, and I'm living on the coast. And that's partly to do with my wife, because she did not want to live in the interior of Portugal because of the heat, not because it's not beautiful or accessible. It's just she battles with the heat. And we were in Portimão last year on a family holiday, and it was 30 degrees every day, and that was just too much for us. I mean, some people love it.
Nope.
I'm more of the like 21 to 25 degree kind of guy. That makes sense. But anything above that starts getting a little unbearable. Especially if you want to be the type of person who lives outdoors, does more outdoor activities and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so now we're living on the coast. These breezes that come in really cool things down, keep things temperate. So it's very nice. We love it. Coming up to the beach here. Let's go back to the beach.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
That way it goes down into suburban life. We're going this way. That's clearly another village along the coast. I don't know what beach this is. I didn't read the sign, but it's really pretty.
Got it just in time.
This is a public swimming pool. Got this pretty cool pier here. There you can see the casino. What? Surfers are out in full force. Just enjoying the waves. That's the casino. And I do notice in Portugal, it's actually quite cute, is that there's a lot of affection, public affection shown between couples, and doesn't really necessarily mean, hi buddy, doesn't necessarily mean that they're young couples. A lot of them are like middle-aged, 40 to 60, and they show each other a lot of affection. Butt smacking, touching their face, caressing faces, kissing, definitely a lot of kissing.
How dare you?
Quite cute. Says something about the life of the Portuguese person and the things they value. Where there's a lot of crossings. So you have to be aware of cars crossing, pedestrians crossing, and cyclists crossing, which is quite intimidating if you've never been here, if this is your first time. But yeah, very nice. Surfers are definitely having a good day. So typically when you see a chimney stack like this, especially being red, tubular, signifies that there is or was a brick making factory. You see them all over Portugal. Some are no longer in use, and a few are. Those are the boats they used to go out in back in the day when they didn't have motors on them. They used to have like 6 or 8 guys or 10 guys or whatever in there rowing. They used to go out in that. How times have changed. Fisherman village, quarters. It's a nice park in the middle of it. All the way back to the ocean. Cue the epic music. I hope you can hear that. That's the sound of frogs. Try and creep up on them. Mating season, maybe? It is late, middle of March. And we continue. a little bit of information for those who want to come to the suspension bridge. You do have to pay €2 to cross. It is a guided crossing, and you've got to do it online at the suspension bridge website or the Paiva website. And they've got certain times of the day that they do the crossing. You can cross from either way. I think you can only pay online, the guy said. Not sure if you can do that at Vão, which is on the other side of the river, which is where I'm going now, because I still want to walk the boardwalks along the river and maybe do some more drone flights over there. Lovely day. It's warm, a little breezy, but it's all good. See you on the other side.
Too many waterfalls.